Hello, happy Sunday. We are in Unit 4, Week 2. At some point, it gets hard to keep all this straight of resilience and grit. So this week, I gave a 3-hour workshop to mental health specialists on using positive psychology in work with clients and patients. And I think the theme that I kept driving back to during 3 hours. Can you imagine having to listen to yourself for 3 hours? It got a little long. But I kept going back to positive psychology is about what we choose. I mean, that is at the heart and soul of this. And so when I think of growth mindset, we often talk about growth mindset in terms of school. And I think it's also important in this segment, because we're going to do a lot of growth mindset work in this upcoming week, is to consider growth mindset not only in terms of school, but in terms of how do we grow and enhance parts of ourself that need to be focused on enhancing those neural pathways so that we can thrive, right? I think I spent a lot of my early life using the defense mechanism of being negative at times because I think it felt safer than really opening myself up to experiences. And I think one of the ways that I've grown as an adult is really enhancing neural pathways of thinking in positive ways. And one of the practices that I've found that works is just setting a timer in the morning, and for 5 to 10 minutes, whatever I can give that morning, sitting almost in meditation, but different than meditation, because I'm just generating positive thoughts. And in generating those, I find it sets a tone for the day. That is a growth mindset of, I want to train my brain to be more positive, because when we open ourselves up to so many new possibilities. So think about that as we're going into this week of growth mindset. All right, some nuts and bolts things. One, I'm putting in Twist with this video a link to a page that you actually don't come across until next week, but I want you to go ahead and do it because I'm going to start doing small group Zooms. Everybody needs to do one small group Zoom with me within the next week and a half. And the purpose of that is to really nail down what to expect after this unit. Now, we still have one more week after this week of this unit, but then the next week, I call it Unit 5 for 1 week. It's not really Unit 5 because it's not a unit. It's a very different experience where you're going to immerse yourself in working on the Catalyst Conference. And I want to give you just a little heads up on what to expect, because I think when we know what to expect, we can start organizing our mind so that we're ready for whatever challenge that is. So please go ahead and today, just go ahead and sign up for it. Look at your calendar, figure out a time that you know that it works, sign your name in. We can have as many people in one group Zoom as it doesn't matter, sky's the limit. If none of the times work for you, please get in touch with me as soon as possible via Twist so we can figure out something different for you. We'll do a one-on-one at some point. And so then the other nuts and bolts piece is at the end of this unit. So we've got this week and next week with this unit, you're going to teach a growth mindset skill to a group of kids. Most of you have already identified that on one assignment page by saying who you're going to be working with, but scroll ahead and get a sense of the timeline on that so it doesn't sneak up on you. So I would, as our Sunday habit is, scroll this week, but go ahead and scroll next week too. Your challenge for direct messaging me and Twist is 2. 1, let me know that you've signed up for that Zoom, that small group Zoom. The link will be on the general page in Twist, which you've already probably located if you're watching this. And then 2, okay, if positive psychology is what we choose, what do you choose for yourself over this next week? And then set a reminder of your phone every morning around the time you wake up and remind yourself, I chose whatever it is. All right. Thank you. Have a good week. Bye.